Dave, in this particular strategy, which he's done for years, but now he's using AI, he's looking at it like the inverse, looking at it for a small city or small town, doing it for one client. And once you've done it for one client, you can be going in every city and every town and expanding it that way.
And we can do that with this strategy. We can do that with AI, and we can do that with simple SEO. You don't have to be like a search engine optimization expert, master, none of that stuff. Because you're dealing with a local business, it's ridiculously easy to rank these sites up on the top of Google.
James and Dave with Making Money with AI. We're going to break down how to make 4 figures a month recurring for each individual business that you use simple AI tools to give them what they need. Check it out.
Yeah, so very interesting story. What has happened is I landed a client recently that is paying me per lead, like an affiliate program, to send them leads. Now, this is a local business, and this local business is willing to pay a significant amount of money per lead. And so what it is I'm going to be using a very simple AI strategy to create lots of content around this particular local business niche and put it up on a dedicated website that is designed to generate leads. So what we're talking about here is lead generation for local businesses. And lead generation for local businesses has been made so much easier now with AI, because you know what? You used to have to write dozens and dozens of articles yourself, and write them. And now AI does that in seconds. It's amazing how fast that's working now.
Well, the thing is that what do businesses want? In the end, businesses want money. They want revenue. And how are they going to get that revenue? They're going to get that revenue by new leads. So if you can give businesses leads, if you can give them traffic, that is going to make you money. If you work backwards from that, how do you get paid? First of all, businesses have money because they're making money. Number two, smart businesses will pay to get more leads. If they can put $1 out and get $2 out in the back end, they're going to be willing to pay you that. And now we're talking, in Dave's case, big money. We're not talking about 50 cents here. We're talking about 4 figures for a lead, for the right lead. And so when you look at it like that, you don't have to always think about it from these big terms. A lot of times we think about marketing, we think like, how can we get in front of 3 million people? Dave, in this particular strategy, which he's done for years, but now he's using AI, he's looking at it like the inverse, looking at it for a small city or small town, doing it for one client. And once you've done it for one client, you can be going in every city and every town and expanding it that way.
Yeah, and it's a really powerful strategy. The idea here, though, is I'm setting this up as kind of like an affiliate arrangement. So the business owner only pays me when they actually make a sale. And that means there's no risk to the business owner, right? They're not paying anything up front. They're not paying anything for just a lead. They're actually only paying when they actually make a sale. And the sale that they make is in the multi-thousands of dollars. So therefore, they can easily afford to pay me a 4-figure commission per converted sale. And that's a really sweet deal for everybody. Everybody wins, right? The business owner wins because they get a converted sale. They get a multi-thousand-dollar sale, right? So they win. And they didn't have to pay anything up front for that. They didn't have to pay for ads. They didn't have to pay Google ads, Facebook ads, nothing. So all the risk is on me. And because I know how to do this with AI, it's super easy to do with AI, then I can get cash in and make some really big money from that as well. So everybody wins, including their customers win, because their customers get a great service as well.
Well, like, think about it this way. A lot of times people are like, maybe they're hurting for money and they don't think there's a lot of money out there. I was just talking to someone yesterday, talking about they used to work in kind of the furniture industry, and there was a certain company that they worked for. They were selling tables. Each one of these tables were like $150,000 for a table.
Wow.
Okay. Now, most people can't afford a $150,000 table, but there are people out there in this world that can. So let's just pretend we wanted to go after the expensive table market, which I never even thought was a thing. And then you do, let's say, a certain city or town, Atlanta, and there's, I don't even know the names of the tables, but let's just pretend it's super expensive table. That's the keyword.
Right.
And all of a sudden, you're using AI to rank on top of Google for super expensive table. Someone goes in there through your article, through your website that you've created with AI, and they buy that $150,000 table. Would that company potentially pay you $5,000 for that lead? More than likely, yes, because that table, maybe that's a super expensive wood, but maybe it costs them $10,000 to make that table.
Right.
They're going to give you $5,000. So that's $5,000 to you, but all you had to do, you were the conduit. You were the person that fed them that lead. And you think about it in those terms, again, like Dave said, it's a win-win because you're giving them what they want. They want that sale. So you're saying you don't have to pay me a monthly fee. I mean, you could, but you could say, if I give you what you're looking for, will you pay me? Sure. If you can give me this type of lead, I'll pay you. And another thing to think about when you're looking at these small businesses is that you look at something that's like a plumber, okay? And I don't know much about plumbing, but there's certain jobs that they get that they hate doing. Like maybe fixing a leak is not the kind of lead that they're looking for. But there's a certain kind of thing. If they have like major water damage, they'll take that all day long because they know they can make thousands of dollars for that. So sometimes you don't have to be the generalist for everything. If you can get them that specific job that they're looking for, that's when you can make the big money.
And we can do that with this strategy. We can do that with AI, and we can do that with simple SEO. You don't have to be like a search engine optimization expert, master, none of that stuff. Because you're dealing with a local business, it's ridiculously easy to rank these sites up on the top of Google. So that's what we're doing. And what's amazing too is that you can apply this to any small business niche of any kind. We just talked about my niche. We talked about James's, expensive table niche. Talked about a plumber niche. You name it, any local business can benefit from this. So now it becomes a matter of, hey, which businesses will pay me the most commission because they make the biggest amount of money per deal, right? So the expensive table idea is a great example, right? What if it's a plastic surgeon, right? And they make, I don't know, $20,000 on one deal. They might be willing to kick you back $2,000, right? Or what if it's an attorney, and they make $10,000 or $15,000, $20,000 on a deal, right? And by the way, most of these companies are already paying crazy money to run ads. So you come along and you say, hey, don't pay me anything until I get you a client. Guess what? They're going to love that. And they're going to be all over it. And what's funny is we just happen to have a course that teaches this in detail. It shows you exactly how to create this content, how to get it ranking, and how to use AI to make it all super, super simple. So we'll have a link to that course down below. Thank you for joining us, everybody, and we'll see you next time on Making Money with AI.